A survey done by Pew Internet Project discovered that as of January 2014, 90% of American adults have a cell phone. I couldn't believe how high this number was, but it makes sense considering how much a cell phone does and how dependent we are on them. We can check the weather, look up directions, ask Siri any question in the world, and manage our bank accounts all from one small device. I'm sure you guys have seen the new video swiping social media called Look Up by Gary Turk, which warns us against the overuse of social media and instead suggests that we pay attention to the world around us. This got me thinking about how technology has affected our world. As with all issues, there are two sides. Technology allows us to connect globally and is an endless source of information. However, it has destructive powers, especially in relationships. Imagine this. A family of four is sitting around the dinner table, but one can hear silence minus forks hitting the plates. Why is this, you may ask? While the parents are checking their work emails on their iPhones, the children are entertaining themselves by playing Angry Birds on their iPads. Everyone is in their own world. Now imagine this in contrast. That same family is sitting around the dinner table, but instead of silence, one can hear laughter as someone tells a story. A phone buzzes in the background, but no one makes a move to grab it because they're enjoying time together without distractions. This obviously shows the cons of technology within the family context. The parents are being productive and dedicated employees, but they could be spending time with their kids. And dinner is the one time where a whole family is in one place at one time, which can be difficult to achieve, so it should be used as a time to catch up with each other. Teenagers have begun to hang out in the sense that they're in the same room, but they're not actually spending time together because they're all on their phones. We also see this in restaurants when we see couples on a date. They're both on their phones and they're not talking to each other. According to the Mobile Mindset study conducted by security app Lookout, 58% of U.S. smartphone owners check their phones at least every hour. We can't even last a meal without checking our phones, and I think that's kind of sad. It shouldn't be this difficult to put it away for one meal. Technology might affect us on a personal scale, but it also goes beyond that. We know the dangers of using cell phones while driving, and parents are first-hand witnesses to the distractions it brings students from their schoolwork. To begin, let's talk about driving. Instead of being attentive to the road, you're looking down at your phone, which puts others at risk. In 2011, at least 23% of auto collisions involve cell phones. There are laws against it for a reason. It's dangerous. Don't text and drive. A University of Michigan 2004 study said kids play outside 2 hours less a week than 2 decades ago, choosing instead to spend extra time watching TV, on the computer, reading, or just doing nothing. So students come home and they spend hours online. In the meantime, the parents are asking them, have you finished their homework yet? And they're cruising on Facebook. They can easily find whole essays to steal and use as their own, which is plagiarism. According to a study on media influence done by the Kaiser Family Foundation, 8 to 18-year-olds spend over 7 hours a day using entertainment media. That's over 50 hours per week. That's a lot of hours that we could be using so much more productively. But instead we waste them watching mindless television or dumb YouTube videos. I speak to myself here because that's what I do. After all of those negative effects, can anything be said to defend technology? Of course. If technology didn't help us, it wouldn't have been invented in the first place. So how can this distraction be a good thing? Well, it's easy to communicate with others, and we can coordinate plans anytime, anywhere. I can call my best friend right now and say you want to meet at Starbucks in 15 minutes, and we'll both be there. In the professional realm, if the boss calls you or emails you, you're ready to respond. Technology provides unlimited access to information, and if you have any question, you can look it up on any search engine, for example, Google. It also allows us to learn about our world and see other cultures. Technology also provides entertainment like Netflix and educational games for kids, which are beneficial for the parents. For example, if you're waiting at the doctor's office, then you can hand the kid the iPad. They can learn how to spell at the same time as being quiet and occupied. So whether we choose to focus on the good or the bad technology has caused, it's here to stay. We've witnessed its quick advancement within the last 10 years, and this will continue. To conclude, I'll remind you that technology has the power to destroy relationships, distract us from our studies, and even cause deaths on the road. On the other hand, technology allows us to communicate with ease, respond to urgent work issues, and teaches us about all corners of the world. Now that we are informed about the benefits and dangers of technology, the choice is ours. In the end, it's up to us to decide when, how, and where to use our technology. Thanks for listening.